Hi there, my beautiful Aquarius Pisces. Welcome into your 2024 reading. So we're going to look into essentially anything you need to know, your big theme, where you're at in your spiritual journey in this upcoming year, your career, your love life, some self-care, and some significant months and zodiac signs. So if you're interested in that, let's get into it. We did have a blessings video reading last week, or in the last couple weeks, and I'm going to leave a little card here for you if you're interested in that. But today we are also live, and at the end of the live we're going to answer a personal question. So if you're interested in joining us, the link is going to be down below for Patreon. All right, but let's get started here with your big theme for the year. So I kind of feel like you could get a little help here from someone when it comes to perhaps a burden that you may have. And it's interesting that we have like my helping hand, and then we have community as well. So you could be making new friends, or the friends that you already have are really being of service and are helping you out a lot to overcome a certain situation. And I feel like they're really going to be a blessing here for you. But I feel like they're going to bring a lot of joy. I feel like there's a connection here that is growing beyond your expectation. So again, maybe this is a friend that you already have, but it's like you never really paid too much attention, or you were friends, but I feel like you really see the value and the purpose of this person this year. They could be really supportive for you. But I definitely feel like your friendships are going to matter a lot. Maybe in your love life, you could also see a development there. Especially if you're single, there could be a friend becoming more than a lover, or becoming more than a friend, becoming a lover. But I definitely feel like you're going to get some help here when it comes to a burden you have. If this is something financially, it could also be that the help comes from a place of you getting a job, right? And in this case, the help is the job, and it's the boss that hires you, right? But I definitely feel like something that has been weighing you down a little bit, I feel like that is being smoothed over, and you're really getting in a better position for yourself, okay? But not only that, it does appear that it's going to be a very blessed year with this job right here. You could get a really close connection with your spirit guides. And it's interesting how both energies of your cusp essentially are showing up. We have here the Aquarius one. That does talk about community, and I feel like that is the Aquarius side that is going to be very important. You connecting with your friends and with the people around you, but also your spirit guides, your spirit friends. I feel like those are also going to be very important. And then we have this shell, which for me, it is talking about blessings, and which could be seen as like your Pisces side, and also your intuition and your spirit connection with other beings. So I feel like you could, I'm hearing intuitive writing. So intuitive writing could be very helpful for you to receive messages, downloads, and receive insights in the end of your life and the next path to take. Okay, so if you ever feel a little bit out of place, a little lost, a little insecure or something, just know that you're protected and that you have this help from your guides here, and all you have to do is ask. Okay, so it does appear that you're having good, nice stuff. To be honest, I don't remember your blessings video, but let me take a look. Good luck and serendipity. So yeah, it does appear that you're going to be very blessed. Definitely go have a look, because you could be getting like a wish fulfilled or something like that. Okay, but let's move forward and take a look into your spiritual journey. This is something I have been incorporating a little bit more on Patreon, in the twin flame tier, or the everything birdies, which has everything. And I kind of wanted to bring it forward here. So we're going to look next year, where are you going to be in your spiritual path? What is going to happen? The biggest lesson, that kind of thing. Where are you at? And we have Star Family, and we were talking about community. That's nice. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. That's so interesting. And we also have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So I feel like this year, in terms of your spiritual path, I feel like you're connecting with the real ones. Because there is a card called Star Family, and there's a card called Karmic Relationships. So that could have come out, right? We were talking about community, and it could have been like, hey, be careful about the friendships. No, it's like, indulge in your friendships, indulge in that family cloth, right? Whether that is friendships, family members, co-workers, whether that is strangers, whatever the case may be, or lovers, whatever the case may be, fall into these people that make you feel good. Fall into the people that are really supportive and are there for you no matter what, because those are the people that are really going to matter. Those are the people that are really going to give you this support. So that is going to be a very big thing for you. Like, community is going to be everything. And again, we have once again Aquarius and Pisces energy. So that definitely tells me that your cusp energy is going to be beautifully balanced. It's important, like I mentioned in your video, for Aquarius Pisces, where we talk about your cusp and how you can balance those things out. It's important that you know how to manage both, know when one is acting out so you can counterbalance with the other. But I would say this year you could find an easier balance for yourself when it comes to managing your cusp. But this is definitely Aquarius energy of that community. But then we have this lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. That is very Pisces energy of the 12th house. I feel like this is both an external questioning, but also an internal questioning, in the sense that I feel like it's going to be important for you to ask yourself, is this aligned with me when it comes to people, to jobs, when it comes to habits, all of those things, but also internally. Is this belief still aligned with me? Is this something that I still want to believe? Maybe you're trying to manifest love. What are your beliefs around love? Okay, review them. Question everything. You believe that love is supposed to be loyal and monogamous. Question it, right? For you, it must be like the absolute truth, but question it, to really see, okay, is this really something that I am aligned with? Is this truly something I believe? Or is it because I learned it from my parents and I actually think something different? And you may come to the conclusion that yes, you believe that love is supposed to be monogamous and loyal. And that's perfect. But it's this thing of like, question yourself. Really push yourself forward to dive into even deeper and discover even more about yourself. I feel like that is really going to be important here. Okay? But I also feel like this is something around evaluating your day-to-day life and seeing which habits align with you and which don't. And especially, I'm getting especially something about truth. And it comes back to those beliefs of yours, but also something around like what other people's truth are, or truth is. But I don't know, I'm even getting something about like social media, society. Is like people may say like, oh, from this day forward, the earth is, I don't know, the sky is purple and not blue. Is it? I mean, sometimes the sky is definitely purple, but it's like just because society says so, just to be conscious. There's something about influences, something about people trying to manipulate people at a mass level, something like that, or maybe you directly through friends and that kind of thing. And it's like question everything that you hear and see if that is really something you believe in, if it is aligned with facts, if it is aligned with science, if it is aligned with whatever, with your spirituality, with your religion. There's something about you're really going to have to question anything that comes through, also within yourself, okay? Don't be afraid to let go of beliefs and maybe even people that are not helping you at all, okay? Because that could be the cause of the burden in the first place, okay? I feel like there is going to be someone very wise coming towards you that is going to be part of that star family, and it could give you all of these answers of like, hey, have you thought about this in this way? Hey, maybe be careful about this situation and the other. I feel like they could give you a little hint, okay? And this could come forward in terms of a physical person or a spiritual being. So there we go with the intuitive writing, okay? I feel like that is going to be very heightened for you. So maybe dive a little bit into intuitive writing because you could get some answers there, okay? But with that being said, let's get into the nitty-gritty of stuff and take a look into your career. I already pre-shuffled a few cards here for you, just like for the spiritual journey. And let's see where we go. We have protection and protect your dreams. So we have protection twice. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection when embarking upon any spiritual work. And then we have protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. So there's something, perhaps this whole thing of like people's truths, and what people say and how they try to influence you and whatnot could be coming from work, because we have literally this protection, right? practice psychic protection before embarking on anything, really, because there could be someone here trying to sabotage you a little bit, trying to make you believe in stuff that are not even true, they're not even real, okay? And then another thing is be careful who you share your dreams with, especially if it is people at work, and it's like you're working a 9 to 5 that it's just a 9 to 5 for you to get your paycheck, but your true honest dream is something from childhood that you're opening your heart and believing more and more each day that passes. Maybe it would be nice for you to not mention it at work, because there could be jealous people that are on that same 9 to 5 for the same intentions, like this is just for my paycheck and it's not really my dream, but they don't have the courage that you do to pursue those dreams of yours, okay? And they could, envy, it's a very powerful spiritual thing that can really sabotage and infiltrate into people's energies. So in this case, it's really about just being conscious of the people you share, okay? I feel like these are really like external people. You have your close circle. Those I feel like are going to be a miracle for you this year. And maybe new people get into that close circle. But be careful of the people in the larger circle. So coworkers, those people that you don't really deal with that much. They could get in the way potentially a little bit, okay? But let's here some tarot for you. And get some more information. Wow, we have a lot. Alrighty, so we have the moon over here, bottom of the deck, but we have Page of Cups. We have the 10 of Wands, which kind of wanted to come out in the reverse, so that's actually really nice. We also have the Star. I don't know how I'm going to put all of these cards. We have the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Damn, so much information. To be honest, there could be a new opportunity coming up around a partnership. Maybe you're starting a business here with a friend or something, but someone is definitely offering you here an opportunity, and this could also be you offering yourself an opportunity to follow your dreams, because we have here 9 of Cups. There is a wish fulfillment coming towards you. It may come slow, okay? If this is something you're starting, maybe Aquarius time, it may only be fulfilled until Virgo season, something like that, okay? So from February to September, that could be the timeline here, because I feel like this is something that takes a little bit of time, but it's not a question of, oh, if it takes that long, maybe I should just give up, because, and this is not a question that you may put into yourself right now, but it has you go. So it's like you're starting an Aquarius season, maybe around Aries time, you're like, I don't know, I would have thought that I would see some progress by now, and like, is this even worth it? And I really feel like your guides are like, it's going to be so freaking worth it. Please don't give up. Please don't stop doing what are you doing, because you're really going to make it. And when you do make it, it's going to be huge. There's a lot of success on your doorstep, and it's going to require a lot of perseverance, a lot of courage, a lot of patience, and a lot of time, okay? So it could take a few months for this to really take off and for this to really become something, but it can become something really serious. Because the thing with the Knight of Pentacles is it's the slowest knight, but it's also the most reliable. It's the more practical, the more serious, the more disciplined as well, and the one that takes things according to plan and takes one step at a time and makes sure that everything is done correctly. Because, if you were to go in a Knight of Wands kind of energy, it would be very reckless and very like you would miss out on details and forget about certain things that were important, right? The Knight of Pentacles makes sure that has, legal stuff right, that has aesthetic stuff right, that has the market right? The Knight of Pentacles makes sure everything is in the right place. And it takes its time because of that. So I feel like this is going to be you a little bit this year with this new opportunity. And it's because it's really worth it, okay? So it's going to require a lot of ambition and discipline from your side. It's going to require you to be this King of Wands and to step forward. But you're really going to make it. For some of you, this could come forward in the sense of a promotion, not so much a new business that you're starting, but someone approaching you like, hey, we have this offer for you. for you to step up in that ladder, but we're going to require you for a few months. Maybe they don't say how many. For a few months, we're going to be watching you, and we're going to require you to do this and that and the other. And then at some point you figure out like, man, it's been like 3 months. What the heck? When is this happening? And it may be up until Virgo season, okay? But I definitely feel like this is going to relieve a little bit the burdens that you may have been feeling, especially monetarily, okay? And maybe even just in terms of mood, right? Because maybe you were doing something that was like, well, yeah, okay, this is nice. But I feel like this comes and changes everything and really allows you to step forward into something great, okay? So let's pull here some advice. We have over here, gift yourself. So again, this is a really nice opportunity. So please gift yourself with the possibility to make this happen. All you have to do is be unapologetically yourself and be authentic. You know, if this is, for example, that thing of your boss offers you a position at a higher place, but they have to watch you for a little while. They're not looking for, if you do this or if you do that, they're looking for the real you. Okay. So don't try to sell something you're not. Okay. Always be authentic. Even if this is your own business, be authentic to who you are, be loyal to your mission, and you're going to make it. Okay. And speak up. Don't be afraid to ask for also your needs and to ask for what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for the fair price. That is something that I'm getting because, for some of you, your initial reaction could be, oh, let me make this like cheap so I can attract the customers. Be loyal to yourself and be respectful of yourself, okay? But with that being said, let's get into love. We have self-strength. We have spiritual blessing and dreams. So we have a lot of dreams here. I kind of feel like for a lot of you, this could be new love. It doesn't have to be though, okay? So take it however it resonates. But it does appear that there is someone here really beautiful wanting to come forward that is going to be a spiritual blessing. If this is someone you're already with, then they definitely are your spiritual blessing. And with these dreams, I almost feel like a dream that you have been dreaming for a very long time is finally possible. So I see this, for example, you've always wanted to be a parent. That could become possible this year. You've always wanted to get married and to have that married life. That could be a possibility this year. It's like whoever you're connecting with here, I feel like they're really going to be the person you've been waiting for all this time. Okay? It's going to be truly magical here. That's really nice. With this self-strength, and it's interesting, as I say that the strength card comes out as well. I kind of feel like it's something about resisting something. So I don't know if there's still some temptation from the past, for example, if there's temptation to bad habits in a way, like, for example, codependency or, I don't know, I don't really get too much of a controlling energy, but, you know, sometimes we have bad habits that we don't even realize ourselves, and just with a little bit of soul searching and with a little bit of also being open to criticism, constructive criticism, of course, then we can grow a little bit. And we get aware of those bad habits and the things that we do that, oh, maybe this is not so good. And I feel like you're finding those out this year for a little while. I feel like you could be a little bit back and forth, like, it's complicated. For example, with codependency, that's something that, you know, people have, and it's just, it is what it is. And it can be a little bit difficult. It's like, okay, well, maybe I need a little bit more time, or we need a little bit more time for ourselves. But then you end up like always coming back to each other and spending even more time with each other. And it's like really making sure that you're both respecting your needs, that you're both having each other's time. And that adjustment period could take a little while. But I feel like you're going to make it. And I feel like you're really going to be able to balance these things. For others of you, I'm also seeing this has like some karmic cycles that maybe you have been resisting a little bit. So if you have been connecting with the same type of people, attracting the same types of lovers, figure out how you may be attracting those people actually, okay? Because I'm not here trying to say like it's like your fault or anything like that. It's just that sometimes we have limiting beliefs, like we were talking in the beginning of the video. Sometimes we have limiting beliefs or certain thoughts that were input in us as children that don't really align with us anymore, don't really align with the reality we want to live. And it's up to us to do that soul searching and to understand, okay, so I have this belief around love. Do I really want it to be this way? And it's about fighting that, because the beliefs we have, the way we act with the world and with ourselves, also has an influence on the people we attract. So in this case, it's going to be really important that you figure out, okay, I'm attracting this type of people. Why is that happening? Which actions, habits, beliefs, and ideas of mine attract that type of person, right? Maybe, for example, for a very long time, I had this belief that my only worth was sex. And what type of partner did I attract? Players that only wanted that. So it's that thing. It is a belief and wounds as well that we have that we need to heal. And that, I feel like, it's going to be a big thing for your spiritual growth here, okay? And until you figure that out, I'm not going to say that it's going to be great and anything like that. Until you figure that out, you could connect with people that don't really align with what you're looking for, okay? And it's going to be up to you to have that self-strength to say, no, I'm worthy of more, so I'm going to fight back. And yeah, I love this. I'm going to fight back. I don't want this conflict and third parties and, I don't know, nasty, disloyal people anymore. No, I want to put this pain aside, and I want to create a new cycle where I'm confident, I know my worth, and I'm not settling. Okay, lots of Leo energy coming through. So maybe a Leo is going to be significant here. Okay, but let's pull here some advice for you. Because again, we have the spiritual blessing in dreams. So it does appear that at some point, I would say a little later on in the year, you could have the possibility to attract a new lover, for example. Okay. And again, if you're already in a relationship, this could also come forward in the sense of other people's opinions, sabotaging the connection and all that. Okay, so pay attention to those. But it's that thing, beliefs, codependency, habits, that kind of thing that may be, I don't know, kind of hurting the relationship a little bit. Okay, but I really feel like by the end of the year, you could have an amazing opportunity to attract a different type of partner and attract a different type of reality. But what is the advice here for our love life? Whew. So we have home. Be at home with yourself. Respect yourself, okay? The situation is not what it seems. Try to see things for what they truly are. Not in the sense that you should doubt everyone's intentions and that kind of thing. But first of all, see if that person is aligned with your ideal partner. And see if something makes sense to you. If this type of person makes sense to you and the reality you want, if that belief makes sense to you, if that habit makes sense to you and the reality you want, because that is going to have a lot of impact. And then self-codependency. There we go. For some of you, it could be related with codependency and you as a team needing a little bit of separate time to tender yourselves and to have your own hobbies and that kind of thing. Okay? But let's get into the final portion of the reading by getting some self-care for you to indulge in this year. Alrighty, we have cook, bottom of the deck. We have nature, whoopsie. We have massage, healing, and we have raid. And with raid, I'm also picking up on journaling. So journaling could also be good. But these are a couple of things that you can do to kind of, give yourself a little bit more love. And it could really support your growth here. But let's get here some significant months and zodiac signs. Alrighty, so is there a flipper here? I don't think there is, no. All right, so we have over here November. You probably cannot see it very well, but we have November. We have December as well, so the end of the year, definitely going to be important. We also have January, so if you're watching this still in December, maybe this transition of the year could be significant. But so we have January, beginning of the year, and then the end of the year. There we go with the Virgo season, right? So yeah, I really feel like career-wise, the end, like autumn forward, could really be powerful to you. But then when it comes to zodiac signs, we have Virgo season here, which would be this like Leo, Virgo as well energy. We have January, which is Capricorn. November, we have Scorpio. And then December, we have Sag. Okay? So with that being said, my beautiful Aquarius Pisces, this is what I have for you. Thanks so much for being here throughout the year. And don't forget to smash the like button for me if you're excited for this 2024 and this resonated and it made sense. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to catch a lot more Aquarius Pisces readings throughout the year. And if you're interested in checking out my Patreon, like we mentioned at the beginning, the link for that is going to be down below, as well for my prayer readings and merch. But with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. I wish you the best. Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.